Hello my friends, this is Splish. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're taking a look into an upcoming shooter game called CROWZ. When I'm posting this video, unfortunately the open beta is closed. It has ended. And I even so thought that it would be good for you guys to check out the game. We can have a discussion as well if you are already playing it or if you were able to try it out. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. This game is developed or are being developed by Royal Crow. And it's supposed to be released later this year, I suppose. I haven't seen an exact release date yet. And it is kind of an interesting game for many reasons. When I was playing this game or trying it out per se, when it comes to the open beta, we had an option to play two kind of different game modes. One was more towards a battle royale game mode. I did not try that out. I actually put focus when it comes to understanding the game and the pros and cons, you might say, of it. Playing this game mode, which is more like a conquest game mode. I guess you can see that when it comes to the video. And to be honest with you, I think that's perfectly fine, although I hope that they will implement more, how should I put it, smaller maps also and fast-paced game modes. I'm thinking about mainly Rush or similar. I'm not saying that you should copy and paste when it comes to a franchise such as Battlefield, but I have never been a huge fan, or maybe I've just got tired of playing conquest game modes. You know, sitting by a flag and waiting to cap it, it takes some time, then moving over like a huge area and yeah, going to the next one. So with that said, I hope when the full game will be released that we will see even more kind of interesting and fun game modes. When you're also watching the gameplay, I guess you can see that I have been mixing both third-person mode and first-person mode, and this is where it becomes, you might say, interesting, but also a bit weird in a way, because I do think you should stick with one option here, meaning either third-person or first-person. And the reason why is that when you play third person, which I don't mind, by the way, I played a lot of third person games, you have an opportunity to overlook the, how should I put it, the environment a bit better, especially when you're getting close to a building. You can almost like peek around the corner without actually revealing yourself, compared to if you play first person, and that gives you kind of an advantage. So maybe they should consider to actually make a third person mode only and a first person mode only. I'm not saying that it's wrong to mix it as it is right now. Some people probably likes it a lot. For me, again, it becomes a bit confusing if I put it like that, and I've just explained why. Now with that said, also this is supposed to be a tactical shooter, but I would say it's more towards the arcadish kind of shooter experience. The time to kill is quite slow, or in this case low, meaning that you have to shoot a lot of bullets to actually kill the person, and that it's not so significant when it comes to being a tactical shooter. I don't mind. I've talked about this in other videos when it comes to other games that, you know, sometimes I think the time to kill is too fast and you never really get like good duels or 1v1s in a shooter game, if that makes any sense for you. So with that said, I do believe that it would be beneficial for the game, for the future, if the time to kill was a bit faster. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me, if you have tried it out before. Tactical shooter, yes, there are elements when it comes to that, but it's more towards an arcadish kind of experience, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've had a lot of times in the game where it was a lot of fun, but also this. If you check out some of the clips, the one that just passed your eyes right there, you will see that sometimes the hit detection, I don't know, I think this is due to optimization. Because the game was definitely shrugging a bit and lagging from time to time. And I've heard other people complaining about this, and I think this is something that they really need to focus on if it's gonna take a place among other shooters alongside with them, but also being actually a competitor. Because we know nowadays how hard it is to come up with a new game, not only getting the attention needed to actually get enough players into the game, but furthermore, to actually keep them playing. Yes, I hope they take this seriously when it comes to the performance part of it, because it is very important, and it was quite a few moments when that started to become very irritating. And I have to put it out there, it's definitely on the minus side of things. Okay, this game is not finished. It's an open beta that has been up and running, so I expect, of course, improvements for the future to come. When it comes to customization, you have more or less everything that you need. I like the fact that it's not so cluttered when it comes to the actual customization part. For now, at least in the open beta, it's not so much to choose from, but it's there and you can definitely try it out. And it doesn't take forever to unlock things as well, at least from what I have experienced so far. And I of course also took the opportunity to play quite some as a sniper. I think I unlocked also the L96, which is the second or the third sniper. One thing that has to be mentioned also, besides the performance issues so far, if you're talking things on the downside, that is also, if you check out the HUD, meaning the left corner, it can sometimes be quite, I don't know, there's a lot of dots, and sometimes you will see like lines where people are moving or the squads are moving and everything. I'm not a huge fan of that layout or system, and maybe that is something they should consider to change. Maybe it's way too late now, I don't know, but it's nothing that I really like. I have been mainly talking about this game from a perspective of a tactical shooter, and to be honest with you and fair and square, I would say I can't really see on their Steam page that they're mentioning that it is a tactical shooter. But when you get into a game like this, and especially if you play like older SOCOM games or, you know, other third-person military tactical shooters, and you see this, you definitely start to think of the same. But it really isn't. So if you're into that, you might get a bit disappointed. But on the other hand, if you are into a mix of what I just mentioned, a kind of Battlefield, casual, arcadish more shooter with some tactical elements and everything that comes with it, then this can definitely be fun and also something for you to check out later down the line. I don't know how much the game will cost. I don't think it's gonna be free to play. Again, I haven't really seen a roadmap for the future to come, but I will keep you guys posted. If I see, for example, that they make another, let's say like open beta session or playtest, I will be there and see what happens. If you are considering or already have put this game on your wish list on Steam, for example, it's good to know that you need Windows 10 or 11 64-bit, an Intel i5 4690K or AMD Ryzen 5 1600, and when it comes to memory, 8 GB of RAM. Graphics card, well, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 or AMD Radeon RX 580. DirectX version 12, and of course also some storage space. In this case we're talking about 60 GB. So to wrap things up and try to, you know, make a conclusion when it comes to this game, you have an opportunity to play both first person or third person. It is a mix of a arcade or a tactical shooter, but foremost an arcadish experience when it comes to gaming, shooting and playing. And we had 2 game modes in the open beta that we could try out. The ones you've been watching here is the Conquest looking game mode. I can't remember the name for some reason. And the game will be released later this year. Although the downside here was, as I said, I don't like the design when it comes to the HUD in the upper left corner. I also think that the most important part and the downside here is the performance so far. And I hope they really look into this and make the best out of it. Definitely, if they're gonna succeed and people will continue and like this game and everything beautiful that comes with it in the world of video gaming. With that said, my friends, thanks for watching, and once again, take care and have fun. Let me know what you think about CROWZ, and we talk soon again in the next video. Okay, game on and later.